Hey, what's up, guys? Angel here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a really freaking sick one. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Loosecollectors, the Crypt, Bigfoot. Now, this is my first time owning a figure from this company, Loosecollectors, and I've seen a lot of their stuff recently, and they make a lot of cool creatures, bro. And I'm a big fan of mythical creatures, and Bigfoot is #1 on that list. So when I first saw my eyes on I needed one immediately when I first saw this figure. Just the detail, the pain, and all the articulation it has, I just really wanted one. I'm so glad I did to review one for you guys and just have one in my personal collection. But yeah, man, with that said, I mean, the package looks freaking amazing. I mean, we got the figure itself. We have Bigfoot doing his classic walking pose right there. On the side, we do have more pictures of Bigfoot, the figure itself. We have him in a nice pose right there, looking great. And on the back, we do have more pictures of Bigfoot, and we have the other versions of this figure as well, and all of them look sick, man. I forgot the name of this one, but I do really love the dark fur version of this. And we do have the Yeti, which looks freaking amazing. And just to let you guys know, I'm planning on owning like all three versions. Bigfoot checked off. These two are next. I think I'm gonna be getting the Yeti next, but yeah, I'm getting all three for sure. But yeah, we have that. And on the other side, we do have another picture of the figure itself looking really menacing right there. But yeah, that was the package. Let's get this Bigfoot outside of it. And here we have Bigfoot outside of his package, looking extremely badass, man. This thing just carries so much sculpt and detail, dude. So much paint. Let's start off with the face, dude. Like, look at that. I really love how they captured Bigfoot's face here. He just looks so menacing, so scary. I really love all the black linings and shading he has around his face. Really just makes the figure pop a whole lot more in those facial details right there. And yeah, we got some of that nice darker paint going throughout the under of his eyes, make them look like bags a little bit, makes him look a lot more scarier. Really love that. We go into those eyes, got them nice, amazing looking yellow eyes right there. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Look at that. Those eyes are painted so nicely right there. Really love the yellow with the red. Makes it look so badass right there. Really love that. Same with the other eye. The only gripe I do have is that if you can see closely, I do have some mispaints right there. You got some yellow and some red there, a little bit on the eyebrow there, but nothing too crazy, nothing that's gonna bother me too much. The paint on that face still looks really badass. Really love that right there. And even throughout the head, he got some nice even throughout the head, he got that nice paint throughout the fur. We start off with the nice lighter brown, and then throughout around the face right there, he does go into that darker brownish right there around the face, which is really nice. And that's throughout the whole freaking figure, man. This guy is just filled with shading. I really love that about figures. I love it when figures have a good amount of shading. It just makes the figure pop a whole lot more. Just like on the fur here, it starts off with the brighter browns, and then it ends with the dark right there. Same here with the second piece. By the way, these are loose pieces. You do have to put it on Bigfoot as you take him off the package. So, and I do love that it's loose piece and it's a softer piece as well. So when you put the arms up, it won't hinder the articulation at all. So I really do love that right there as well. But yeah, we go to the arms. We see that darker shading going throughout the arms, going throughout the back as well, and the legs. Like I said, this guy doesn't miss a spot when it comes to shading. and sculpting, man. Really nice. We go to the chest. Sculpted really nicely. We got that nice texture for the fur that he has on his chest and his abs as well, which are nicely sculpted as well. Really love that. We go back to the legs, and then we even go to his hands right there, which are like, look so freaking realistic, man. Look how nicely detailed these hands are. Even his fingernails, all cracked up and nasty looking. Really nice. Go to the inside of the hands as well. Real realistic. Look at that. Love that. And the same with the feet. The feet are awesome, like awesomely sculpted. Ugh, and nasty looking as well. Got them crusty toenails right there, all cracked up and all that. Nicely painted. And on the bottom of the feet as well, they're super sculpted. Look at that. Got a lot of shading and dark paint going throughout the feet. Nicely sculpted. I mean, he is Bigfoot after all, you know. It'll be a shame if they don't have nicely sculpted feet on Bigfoot. So, look at that. This guy doesn't miss, like, dude, literally doesn't miss anywhere. Everywhere on this guy just have nice sculpting and paint. Really, really love that, man. And, yeah, with that said about the paint and sculpting, let's get to this guy's articulation. You know, in first glance, you know, it does look like this guy does hold some nice articulation. So let's see how it moves around. Let's go back a little bit here. The head, he does look up about that far. Not too crazy, but it is there. You will have that weird gap when he does look up all the way, but nothing too crazy. He does move left and right all the way around, of course. But the good thing about his head sculpt is that it is on that ball joint, so it does have free range of movement, so you can have him on that nice head tilt if you want. Just make him look real scary and menacing. I really do love that. Got that free movement there with the head. His arms does go all about that far. Good range right there. Does go all the way around. And like I said about the soft pieces, that's, you know, that's why I love it when they have soft pieces on figures like these. Doesn't hinder the articulation at all. He does have that bicep swivel. He does have double jointed elbows, which is really nice. He does swivel on the hand and also bends down and back. Not a crazy amount, but it is there. So we do have that movement. We go to the diaphragm cut right here, and he does have that nice range a little bit right there. It does go, hold on, let me just show you guys. So here he is regular. He goes back about that far, which is a good amount, you know, not too crazy, but it is there. And he does go forward barely nothing. He does move more back than he does forward, so he does have that on the diaphragm cut. And obviously he does go side to side. He does have that free movement on there, so I really do love that. And he also have that same articulation on the waist, just for that more, just gives him so much more movement. And I really love that about this figure. Like, he's huge, but he comes with some nice movement on this guy. So I really do love that. He does kick about that far. Pretty far for Bigfoot here. And then he kicks back about... he kicks back a little bit. Nothing too crazy. He does have that thigh swivel. Well, that upper thigh, not in the middle. He does have that upper thigh swivel right there. He does the... Oh, shit. Bigfoot can make a full-on split. So he does have that nice range of movement there as well. He does have double jointed knees, which is really nice. Does he move on that cut right there? No, he does not. But his feet does go up about that far. Goes down about that far. Does have toe articulation and does have that ankle pivot. So, dude, this Bigfoot, for his size, he comes with so much articulation and it's crazy. So, this guy is just like filled with everything, dude. From freaking detailing to painting to articulation, this guy has it all, especially for his size. But yeah, now with that said, let's go to his accessories. Now he does come with different hands. He does start off with the nice calm hands. So let's just bring out those right now. Let me just have this guy like this and just show you those other hands real quick. And for his other hands, here he is with his fists. And just like the others, nicely painted. Really do love how the fists are sculpted here. You get to see his fingernails right there again. And yeah, just like the others, I really do love how they're sculpted. Do love how Bigfoot does come with fists. You know, you gotta have the big man, you know, throwing down as well. So do love to see those. And for the last set of hands he comes with, and which are my favorite, here he is with the more savage, more monstrous hands. And these ones come with long and pointy fingernails. And I just love how these hands are sculpted. They just look crazy, dude. Really love how savage these hands look. I'm so glad we get to have Bigfoot with these crazy looking fingernails. Just makes him look a whole lot scarier with these hands. And like I keep saying, nicely freaking sculpted and painted, and with the fingernails as well. So I really do love that. And for his last accessory is his different head sculpt he comes with. And holy crap, guys, this is definitely my favorite head sculpt out of the two. It's just so well done. I really love how crazy and scary and menacing Bigfoot looks with this head sculpt. Just him roaring, give him that savage look right there. I just love how the paint is throughout the face. You know, obviously like the other one, got the nice darker shades going throughout the eyes right there, under the eyes. The mouth here, obviously the inside, got that nice glossiness going throughout the mouth, obviously to make it look more realistic. Really love how that's painted, obviously with the teeth and the gums as well. Just really love how this head sculpt came out. Really do. Obviously my favorite one throughout the two. Just, yeah, look at that right there. That thing just looks crazy. But but yeah, man, that was Bigfoot accessories. He didn't come with much, just a couple hands and a different head sculpt, but you know, nothing much. It is Bigfoot, that's all he needs, you know. But yeah, those were Bigfoot's accessories. Let's get into some size comparisons. And to start off the size comparisons, here's Bigfoot with some line of figures that I know he'll fit in just perfectly, and those are the NECA figures. Here he is next to some Ultimates. Here he is next to the Ultimate Predator, the Ultimate Halloween 2 Michael Myers, Ultimate Part 7 Jason, and the Ultimate 1974's Leatherface. And I think of all lines Bigfoot would fit in, it'll definitely be NECA for sure, just because all the slashers and monsters these guys make. He'll definitely look awesome next to those other figures in photos and etc., or even in your shelves. So here he is next to some NECA figures. Really love that. And before we ended with the NECA figures, here he is next to some classic monsters from NECA. Here he is next to the Wolfman and next to Frankenstein's monster. And I really love how he looks next to these two classic monsters. But there's no monster next to Bigfoot here. He'll eat these two guys for lunch, no problem. But here he is next to those two. And here's Bigfoot next to some regular size Marvel Legends, next to the Marvel Legends Cyclops and the Marvel Legends Maximum Deadpool. And for some heavy hitters from the Marvel Legends, here he is next to the Marvel Legends Juggernaut and the Marvel Legends Maximum Hulk. And we already know these characters are huge in the Marvel Legends, and this guy just towers them like nothing. But I really do love how he looks next to these guys. But yeah, there's that. And for some Mafex, here he is next to the Mafex Nightfall Batman and the Mafex Nightfall Bane. And obviously Mafex are a smaller line of figures, so they look extremely small next to Bigfoot, but there's that. And for some regular size Storm Collectible characters, here he is next to the Storm Collectible Scorpion and next to the Storm Collectibles Sub-Zero. Really like how he scales next to some Storm Collectibles. And last but not least, here is Bigfoot next to some big heavy hitters from Storm Collectibles. Here he is next to the Storm Collectibles Goro and next to the Storm Collectibles Doomsday. And I just have to say, these are the tallest, one of the tallest figures from Storm Collectibles. And I think Doomsday being the tallest one from them. And even Bigfoot towers over both of them. I mean, he just towers like a whole head over Doomsday here, and freaking Goro's damn near to his shoulder. So this is a really freaking tall figure, and even one of the tallest Storm Collectibles figures don't freaking come head to head with this Bigfoot from Loose Collectors, and it's just amazing. I really love how this guy is scaled for sure. But yeah, those was the last of these size comparisons, and that wraps up my review on the Crypt Bigfoot from Loose Collectors. And I just have to say, man, this figure is phenomenal. I have no complaints. Like I said throughout the video, this guy is just well done, and me being a fan of Bigfoot, I just love how this figure came out. And I'm definitely going to be buying more from Loose Collectors. They just make their figures so well done. If this is their Bigfoot, I can't wait to see how their other figures will be like. So yeah, man, I'm so glad I got to review this Bigfoot for you guys. Even got him on the classic walking pose right now. Absolutely love posing this guy around. But yeah, no complaints on this guy. I highly recommend this guy if you guys are a fan of mythical creatures and all that kind of stuff. This is definitely in your alley. He's going to look amazing in your shelves next to some other monsters or slashers. If whatever you guys want to do, he'll just look amazing on your shelf. But yeah, that was my review on this guy, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.